correct stuff. Stuff has started. Yep, good to go. Oops, I forgot to. Yeah. Just gotta get this last piece out. Right. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. It's not its practical use, but it works. Right. I have to find a book on Magitech. Get a full understanding. Done this before, but this is on a bigger scale, usually for weapons. Oh, my shirt. I believe school will be starting soon. I had to get something to eat. It's not always there. I don't think so. What is that? It's a sign. It's a mailbox. Interesting.
I believe Mal has set those up so that we can send and receive mail more publicly.
I see.
In some private ways. Hello, Professor.
It's a mailbox.
From behind, it looked rather weird. I want to observe it.
It is in the shape of a mushroom. I did have some help constructing them. It looks a lot like the ones from my home. But
I think it looks
it is
more
in fact a
stylistic
mailbox.
and pops out a little bit more. And rather than having a regular mailbox here, it might go unnoticed.
I mean, we are in a forest, so might as well make it foresty.
I think it fits well. It's an interesting addition. The good kind of interesting.
Yes. So now, instead of just a Mao going everywhere, or people running to Mao to hand it directly, they can just collect it here.
Good addition for him. Less work and a little bit easier for him to do his job.
Do pardon the intrusion, but have you
I'm
happened to
also
see
instructed Mao
Nikos
to like
around?
just hand the
I've
mail
not,
to a
no.
post
Nikos.
office instead of flying to places directly.
I believe he might have been in the
Given a break.
Grand Hall.
It would help,
Grand Hall.
yes.
Thank you.
I struggle not to call it a cathedral.
Certainly looks like one.
Were you training? Is
reminds
that
me
why
of
your
those.
shirt's off?
No, I was crafting. I was in the forge just now.
As your blacksmith teacher, I'm very happy. But also, is there a requirement for your shirt to be off while making equipment?
They get hot. And I don't use the fire very often. I use
There are
my
sev-
own.
I mean, that's
There are
why
several
people
dangers
wear
of their
gloves or protectment gear
don't-
on their hands.
I don't need it. I feel the things I create.
If your skin turns blue because of iron poisoning, don't blame me.
I never had received such, but noted. I actually have a question
There was a
for you.
dwarf that happened a while ago, a very skilled dwarf, because he kept trying to feel his equipment.
Anything I've ever made, including Viviana's chair, I've used mainly my own heat.
I think that chair would be more water resistant because of foam.
It takes metal to melt metal to metal. It takes heat to melt metal to metal, not water.
Well, naturally.
That
But also, you also use water pressure to actually cut metal really quickly.
is
It
also
also
true.
eliminates all fire that comes from friction.
That is fair. But a question I have for you is, is there any books on Magitech?
Yes, we have a magic tech section in the library.
Understood. Thank you.
It should be on the first column when you first enter the library. It's your right.
To the right. Understood. I have a little project going on. Thank you for the information.
Of course, naturally.
Again.
You good?
I'm fine.
I see. You found Copper.
Sometimes I can't turn it off on the occasion.
Yeah. I was going to hold on to him until I saw
Like
him.
it's stuck?
He was just lying
More or
there.
less. It takes either its time or I have to take a dive. Painful, but it works.
I heard him and then I stopped hearing him.
Uh,
I have
Thank you. It's good to see you.
I take it they were probably
Dorm.
in the library.
There they are.
Yeah.
Did they chew on any of the books?
Don't know where he went.
You don't need to break. Okay.
Around the carpet. Vivi.
It says, I don't like the rain. The rain made me feel really strange. It made me do things I didn't like. And then the fire started
Vivi.
working, and then I didn't
He's
like that
asleep.
either. And then it felt empty. And now I've just kind of felt a mix of those ever since. It says, I will try with like a colon D. And then underneath it says, by the way, how did both of you rest? Just kinda like, it looks like he understands that.
Just lightly taps on the glass with a pen.
Understand that. Admittedly, this is the first time I have ever slept in a room with walls before. Or a room in general.
Good morning.
What?
No one said this.
Classes are soon.
It's strange to actually be below the sky for once.
Yeah, I'll be back later.
What is the high top?
I wasn't too sure about using this weaponry. Some of it still looks good to use. Unkept condition, but usable. I will ask. I need to go to the library first. I need to take a trip to the fountain. I'm already inside, I'll just have to bear with it. Just keep your distance. did he say to the right? Hmm. There we are. Armor. Yes. Simply because I need it. So comes a day when I need to use armor. I don't have any. They're really useful. At least I know now where they are. I can't set any books on fire. Those only smoke. Pages are a bit warm. Thankful. Ironwood, Virtues, Fontaine, or anybody above will have their way with me. I do not want that. No destroying books. Do not destroy knowledge.
Did you get something from the room, or did you get everything ready?
I already grabbed everything we needed.
I'll drop you off and I'll go grab some metal for my rookies.
I already grabbed you a bag of bolts.
And a hall.
Oh, ingots.
You need an early snack.
I don't want bolts, I want ingots.
I'm joking. I'm making a joke. You're fine. You're good.
I'm trying to explain how
It's
I
a joke.
don't know, like, human anatomy, like...
I'll just have. Hey, Blitz.
I blitz. Eyes are
Left.
shoddy. Left. Understood.
Left side of the table.
Oh, well, fine. I'm fine. You're gonna be picky? You can't go over the table yourself?
I'm not gonna walk over the table. You see how long these things are?
I was mostly just frustrated. I haven't lost a lot of fights in my life, so still getting used to it.
It's where the food is.
I was about to
let
Blue
Solid in all fairness. I mean, if you think about it for a moment here, it actually helps to have a rotund shape. Weapons usually would just deflect off of you if you're in armor. In some ways, it's an advantage.
You're walking a fine line of either making a compliment or insulting the dwarven.
Good morning, Rupert.
Good morning.
Wow. Wow, look at all this. Sorry, I didn't mean to start it.
It's alright.
Oh, give me one of these.
Oh, big meat eater?
Eat a lot of meat?
I do. But not so much that it inconvenience itself to my hand.
Oh.
Get back down here, you.
Oh.
I didn't mean to let go of that shit.
Now it's inconvenience itself to the ceiling now, I believe. There you go.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, wait, one of these fell on the floor from earlier. Oh.
Well, it's mine now.
You can't carry those both out the door at the same time. You have to leave one behind.
Oh, you're right in the hands. Alright, well, I'll eat this one right now.
This thing lets go really easily. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
I see an unkept beard like that.
Facial expressions to suddenly. Okay. Alright.
Beard products. You know,
I have to say, honestly, I'm happy
actually,
that the conversation went the way it
none
did.
of you are wearing beards.
You swapped
So I
the
can't
whole
make.
day, right?
Okay, I guess it's like something.
Give me a hint.
Good question.
Nah.
It could be anything.
Nah.
No virtues are meant to maybe more than teaching
One of my
how to
favorite way
make
to remind people.
goblins.
Nah.
Makes sense considering you're hand to hand.
Yeah, I mean, the thing for me right now is there's so many teachers that can teach me wondrous things, but I don't even know how to approach it.
Rocky, we had this talk last time. Last week.
Where do you start?
Metal and verbs along.
Perhaps a good start would be assessing your current abilities, trying to figure out where you're lacking, and try to refine from there.
This is from Mika.
Hopefully, right? Class is not too hard and they don't give us homework. Hopefully.
It's burnt.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Well, considering that this is supposed to be a prestigious school, I would expect a little bit of homework to do every now and then.
Yeah. I've never been a big fan of homework. With you, so that's why I'm hoping we don't get
Along with the fact that this is even churches not associated with Serenity.
Especially if I had a nice tree.
It's definitely an interesting choice they chose for a grand hall.
These bones don't burn.
Hello. I would imagine that they're gonna
If they were
do
banners,
David, hello.
if they were banners, I would say
How are you doing?
just a small resemblance.
Annoyed at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully the rest of your day gets better.
Eventually. Until I can put myself out, my day
Attention
will
all
get better.
students, we will be starting a morning announcement soon. If you're not in the Grand Hall, I suggest you start making your way there pronto.
Well, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna learn how to cast an electricity
Potentially.
spell.
Only time will tell.
And then we just let people not die when they touch you.
Favorite line.
That's really what I was expecting straight off the bat.
But then people just
I'll
keep
be real with you.
Starting to get tired of that burning taste.
That's why we're just gonna make it
That's
work
what I've
only
been
for a
trained
little
to
bit
do.
of
With
it.
gladiatorial
Only cast it
stuff,
for so
this
long.
is a whole nother animal here.
Welcome to the table assembly. I pick out the best tables, they're all clearly.
Well,
I mean, I'll make it work.
maybe
This is a little far back.
couple notifications from. I say notifications, isn't just like you get some type of ping or something. No, told by people that Ireland wants to see you.
Yeah, I've been told that he wants to see me. I don't know about what yet. Apparently he's only going to be here later today.
Later. But he'll most likely be
Well, since I have
usually when he arrives.
two council members here, you did get my notification that we need to have a meeting when all of us are around, right?
Yes, we did.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's put this little shit away. Alright, everyone's just stacking all these bitches here. Yeah, as long as they don't move.
Long before going back to bed.
Thank you very much, you fucking wolf.
Oh no, I had to
No, I say that
The day we got
non...
back,
I know I sound like shit, but fuck you.
testing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone has to start from the bottom and work their way up.
I mean, I can tell you it's probably not the most embarrassing thing.
Took me several minutes.
Apparently, when my dad was going to school, his mom had sent him an extra pair of underwear in a package.
I'm gonna move towards the.
I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna assume it was underwear that he called like some sort of freak, I guess.
What the? I'll pass.
Oh, I didn't know it was there.
Straightforward lessons, to put it simply. Today will be the start of one classroom with Professor Virtues. All students are required to attend. It is going to be a, like in better terms, threat assessment. The people we've been dealing with had dealt with last year, or 8 or some months ago, and a person who we still are. That will be given to every single student with all information in that regard. Attendance is mandatory for that classroom. After Virtues, we'll be with Professor Copperbeard and Sayori for strategy and formation training. After that, there will be 2 other trainings for 2 houses, which will lead into lessons with those houses, but that is later in the day. One will be with Professor Fontaine, and one will be with Professor Ironwood. So, Centuron and Valkyrie are required for those 2 lessons later in the day. I will allow Virtues to take over from that regard, but if you have any questions, please alert any of my staff if you need to speak with me or reach out to them in any regard. They will let me know, and I will open up my availability. I look forward to hearing notes upon all of your assessments today. And good luck.
So Vanguard does jack shit like
Oh yeah, we'll need it.
Do we need to?
Actually, Beol, shouldn't we grab Alo for our meeting, not David?
As I believe everyone here should be on the same page, I will be instructing and visually showing you the enemies that were fought the past year. I will be showing off key things that they all had in common to identify future threats of this same organization, as well as their symbol and a common feature they all share. I will also be sharing a construct that they have made. During last year, we captured a very small one, and through study, I was able to make a replica for that.
Oh my god.
I also would like to press this now in case anyone doesn't show up for my lesson, which should be seen by everybody. In the future, if you wish to fight one of these, let's call them dolls, please talk to me, so I believe you should all have a better understanding of what you're facing. I will also be showing one of the commanders that we did not slay last year and is still amok. I'll go into more detail during that lesson, which will be conducted outside in the training area. The lesson should start in roughly 15 minutes. I hope to see you all there.
Considering this is going to be a lesson-packed day, Beol, considering most of everyone in the council is year 1s, do we want to do this, like, before Virtues' lesson, preferably, or in the middle of it? Considering we should have it done.
Honestly, it might be
Oh, perfect. That's the one we need.
I heard it behind me a moment.
Before you go, lads and lasses, me and Sayori will be giving strategy training. Correct? Yes. Strategy training in the... In the training area after Mr. Virtues' class. It's not mandatory, but It might become mandatory later down the line, so you might want to get to it.
That's after.
Right, what were you saying, Bill?
Before I'm in class.
Yeah, as for that meeting, we're gonna have a lot of lessons today, so it might actually be best to save it for another day. Plus, I kind of want to wait for David to have his talk.
It's mandatory anyway, but I want to be able to.
Fair point. Let's maybe wait, see when I get here.
Alright, and with that being said, please make sure that at least you, in time, make your way over to the classroom for Virtue's threat assessment. But other than that, that is all for the announcements for today. Apologies, training area.
Yeah, it's in the training area.
Morning, Idris.
Morning.
Yes, Q.
Missed out. By considering pushing the Centurion back.
Just double checking, considering the information was just mixed.
Sorry, what was that, dear? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Considering the information was just mixed, was it outside in the training yard or in the classroom?
It's in the training area.
And just to double check, you said the first.
Morning.
Hello.
You know what?
Morning.
Good morning.
Hezekiah. Morning.
Good morning. Hopefully today is. Otherwise mundane day. Though I don't think it.
Something about threat assessment.
Yes. Thankfully, it wasn't going to be done by me, it was going to be done by someone else. Though, I suppose it just makes things easier for everyone.
Morning, Hezekiah.
Good morning, Arthur.
Hope you're well.
You alright?
I am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Though don't thank me just yet, the lesson hasn't even started.
Understood.
In due time.
In due time.
Oh, you mean the tactics? Copperbeer said
I was told,
it's
but
not.
I heard that was. I'm confused now because she just told
It's
me
not
it was
mandatory,
mandatory,
but mandatory down the line is what he said.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not
Mistress told me it was
mandatory today,
mandatory, so
but
I'm
later it
confused.
will be. So if
Okay.
we want to get ahead, then.
Yeah.
Eventually, you will be taking the class.
I figured
I
I
say
just couldn't
go
hear
for
the
it anyway.
headmistress, so I asked her.
It's
She
not
said it was
mandatory today,
so-
as we don't want to mandatize some people for 3 classes the whole day.
Well, do. I mean, you know, you are your professor of Vanguard. You know, put them through the onslaught. Why not?
Also, this is a school. That's a mandatory.
Yes, but the last 2 aren't Vanguard exclusive, so.
Oh, darn.
Besides, I believe understanding this lesson today takes precedence over everything else, in my personal opinion.
Technically,
I'm inclined
for
to agree with
this. It's mandatory then.
My liege, why not have a seat? There are benches over there.
Ah.
Professor,
Suppose it wouldn't hurt.
would you prefer us to sit at the benches or sit?
Whatever you choose. Bill, come here for a second. Yes, sir? I need you to fetch something for my in my office during this lesson. It should be in a giant crystal up top near my desk.
Got it. For today. Trying to form some semblance of plan, I suppose.
Did he quite literally go to get said thing now?
I did tell him to do during this lesson, yes.
Yes, the lesson hasn't even started. Why is he? Never mind. You know what? It's
That assessment lesson.
There you go. Thank you, Reed.
Bill is currently
I'll take
helping me in ways you don't even know. That's all I say.
So he's incredible. Okay.
How does this rise me? It doesn't. Yeah, it's fine.
It sounds like it's rising, dude.
No, considering I run errands for
I
virtues
see
also.
Blueberry has a nice big spot over there.
You know, it is important to identify the enemy. Eh? Blueberry must aim perfectly.
Indeed.
This is a lesson where things are going to ask independently.
Hello. Hello.
Me as well.
Oh, scratch. Ah, that's adorable. Blueberry's already making friends.
You know, that makes too much sense.
Are you still crying about it?
I am very upset by that, yes.
Okay.
It was bullshit, and I will not forget. Koa will remember this.
You can barely remember what you had for breakfast.
Why are you speaking in the third person?
Oh, sorry. Did too close.
Because I'm angry. They know
Koa would feel a board hit the back of his
Again,
It's
barely
so
remember
why
what you
you
had for
angry?
breakfast,
What
but
you
it's
love?
fine. Go on, tell the class.
Somebody decided to bind me to my fucking floor in my room.
Do I need to be concerned why you're saying that, Alex?
What?
Not sure I'm a fan of this uniform quite yet. It feels a bit.
Yeah. Or nay for me using the big voice. Yay, it is.
Finally.
There's too many of you guys now.
Is it Beale you're thinking of?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
Feels ice and lightning.
Link has a mind of its own. Decides it wants to be on the lap.
Do not know.
Goodness.
Okay.
We'll fight, no problem.
Apologies.
I'll check on him.
So it's been 1,000 years.
My shoulders are in pain.
I'm so upset for my workout this morning.
Pain.
Minutes?
What a gentle strolls, lads. Only gentle strolls.
They're not late yet. Give me the time. I am the time.
All due respect for this.
I want to move on around a little bit.
I'm not
Good
sure
luck.
they're all somewhere, so I'm not sure that they'll make it. But they'll be here eventually.
That was new.
What?
Oh, this. Sorry, you're. I don't know that word, but.
Right.
Halo thing behind you. Sorry, I can't think of the word.
For the gods.
It's a form of training.
Good morning.
You was looking this way.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Using a
I don't
minor
know.
amount of mana
David, you
constantly
met
makes your
Kokiri yet?
mana veins grow.
Gregory? Oh, yeah, no.
We did,
Oh.
yeah, no, we did, truth or
Therefore,
dare.
increasing your
and things like
capacity as well as increasing your magic.
Right.
Oh.
I didn't know. I forgot if in that game we introduced names.
That might help me in the
I've learned it
future.
from
You're good.
Professor Alphonse.
She's in Korea now. So she's under my house.
Oh, nice. It's great. You have a good tutor.
I mean, some other people would
Our tutor can tutor as well.
I have no idea.
I'm still learning. I have tutor of Valkyrie.
Information passed on from person to person is very useful.
Oh yeah.
This whole
I like
life
talking.
comes to be.
We're gonna make their first word be yeah.
I'll find
And we
out
need
the
to learn
information.
more. It would be very boring if you knew everything.
What's with the formal vowel?
Yeah,
Come here.
but that's
Hi.
that's why I like talking, because that's kind of how I get it easy. Because I'm not really a book guy, but I know words. Words work really well for me. At least I think. Unless they're really big words, and then I can't spell them, and then it's a problem. Like hey, some really clever thing with words makes it sound different. It is keys.
Indeed.
This common language is necessary.
You're welcome.
So I am still pretending to understand. Still not speak to each other in your language.
If you ever get bored, you just thank you.
Okay, I believe everyone should be here. So listen up. Today's class, I will be informing you all what we had to go through last year and the enemies that we will probably versing this year. Keep in mind, all this information is about 8 months old. That means there will be different units, there will be different enemy types, and the commander that probably got away will probably have improved in some way. The commanders have shown to be able to think fast and adapt to the situations really well. However, we shall still learn what we know now, so we're on the same page, and identify the common cause for this group to identify their future units later down the line on the eyesight. Now, as we do not know the official group's title, we have dubbed this as the Cult. Very creative, I know. But
not wrong.
As of now, their main their main forces consist of 3 different types of groups, which I will be classifying you now. Now, I will be now showing dolls I have created. These are not delusions, these are all physical, but naturally they are all controlled by me, so they won't not attack you offhand. Now, the first we shall be presenting is the Grunt. The Grunt is a standard humanized form. They wear basic armor, poorly leathered with a shabby cloak. But the main thing I want you to keep an eye on for all these groups is their common factor, which is the mask and the symbol on their back. A triangle and square combined with multiple different colors surrounding it. Doll, if you could do a turn, please. Thank you. These grunts seem to come equipped with a giant sword, which they seem to be able to wield with one hand. Different grunts, depending on their elemental type, can imbue their swords with a different element. As all these people are different individuals, it's never consistent. So there could be a sword of literally any element. Besides that, they are the grunts of the universe. They're not particularly very strong, they're very physically capable, but magically you could see what they do. But they come in many, and they come in a very punk attitude. They do not care about the well-beings of others, they do not care about the well-beings of their surroundings. They will kill people, they will still steal things, and they will not care about who gets in their way. They have a very mean attitude to them. But overall, they have the basic weaknesses of any humanoid. They can't... for the bloody hell. grabs.
Lad, it's just... Okay, it's just a puppet. It's just a puppet. Calm yourself.
Trauma.
When I say they could be defeated easily, that wasn't an invitation.
There. Breathe.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Might I suggest, Professor, he received the information another way?
You're most likely to something else. You hear another reaction.
I cannot not show the rest of the class what they're fighting because of one student. Copperbear, I suggest you comfort the boy and give a full rundown of what just happened.
Sure. Mind if I pull him aside then?
Please.
Okay. Come here, my friend.
If we don't, if nobody knows what they're looking for, then we're fucked to them again.
Okay. Oh, good that we were mostly done with that one anyways. The next shall be the mage. A smaller female type, equipped in magical powers. They typically cover themselves head to toe and have both the symbol and the mask as the others. They wield a staff and an array of different magical spells, which are high power but low defense, say, except for the rock types that we can wreck the wall. Like so. They come in. Usually, most of them come with two different elements that they can wield. The ones we've seen have been able to wield fire, lightning, rock, and ice. So, if you would like to show some of the spells.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Oh yeah, we remember that one.
As of before, though, they simply have the same weaknesses of most humanoids. These ones are typically low defense and high magical attack. They will usually have a bunch of guns surrounding them to take the broad of most frontal attacks while they deal magical spell attacks in the back lines. And disperse. The next and final of the boat group is a bit rare of the group and have been labeled as commanders. They are very strong opponents, which caused one of our students to be very heavily injured last year, to the point we had to bring them away in a cart. The commander, please. Yes. These forces act as ground force commanders when the leaders are not around. They are extremely strong and extremely powerful, dealing with heavy hand-to-hand melee combat. Most of them either being of the lightning element or of the fire element. Those are lightning are able to. They're able to grab, shock attack, or burn them. I pretend I didn't see that. They are also able to punch with extreme effectiveness. They can punch really good.
Effectiveness. That's the word you're looking for.
They are also able to summon a large burst of their element to deal damage all around within an AoE area, either lightning or fire. Also able to summon lightning in front of them, as well as deal massive lightning blast in front of them, similar to the mages but in a bigger quantity.
Yeah. And like you go crash is gonna be definitely the worst one.
Oh, you can't be in the fucking front lines if he's on the board. No.
The big fire burst as well.
None of our prosthetic ones could go up there.
Thank you.
You have to think stone as well. You at least can't be in the metal form.
And if you spin around, they also have the symbol on their back as well. The reason I point this out is there's most likely, if we run into future forges, they will also be carrying these two similar traits, the mask and the symbol. This is what we could use to identify any more different types of their units, which most likely will happen as we go from different areas, region to region.
Yeah.
This enemy in particular should not be fight on a single one-to-one basis with anyone. This is not a type of enemy you should be fighting alone.
Sorry.
It wasn't... God damn it.
You and Buell.
Sorry.
Yeah, but both of them.
Anyways, next one. Next shall be the constructs. Now, during our SFAs, we saw that these cultists were summoning large constructs from an unknown location. Now, last year, one of the students were able to capture a very small version of these constructs to use as scouting, and I currently have stored in my office. Using that, I was able to understand the makeups of said constructs and able to produce a replica. Now, we are unsure that where these ones are being particularly summoned from. All we know is they weren't being summoned locally. They were being summoned from somewhere on other continent, which means that these cultists are able to summon things from other continents, which is a problem on itself. Now, usually the constructs are usually summoned with a large burst in crackling energy all around them. These constructs seem to have no face and have their body as a face, and are completely formed of fire in between and metal and iron surrounding them. They are able to summon a giant mace, used to swing around and squish people with extreme passions and force. They are also able to yell and spew a large amount of energy from their mouth, from their core, like so, during a large AoE effect in front of them. They also project spikes on either hands for good melee combat. These are a very strong construct force. Their main weakness is the fact of their innards. So stabbing in between the joints or directly in the mouth is a good way to greet them. However, as seen before, stabbing them in the mouth will typically cause them to spew that attack at you. So do with caution. We also see in some cases of if we kill the mage that summoned these constructs, the construct itself also disperses and leaves as well. So that is also something to keep in mind as well. Now, the main problem of this is not the fact that they probably have more of these, but it's the fact that engineer these, which means they have the capacity to engineer different constructs, bigger ones, faster ones, etc., etc. So that is something we do need to keep in mind of. And if we do find where they are housing and making these, it is our utmost priority to destroy said facility if we find it. For if we can stop the production, we can stop the summonings. Now, considering it has to do with metalwork and fire, it could be in Phoenix, or they could be transporting to a different area to try to throw the sense as Phoenix is the obvious one. So it can also be in Neptune, or it can be in Yanchi. The one place we're certain it's not from, through our recent escapades, is in Israel, which is one place off the list at the very least.
That's good news, at least, in that regard.
That would have been...
You may be unsummoned. Now, the final I'll be showing you is one of their commanders. During last year, we were able to face 3 of their commanders, and 2 of them were slain. 1 on battle, and 1 during interrogation because of a failsafe they seem to have on them. This last one we have referred to as the Archer, which is this individual looking right here. Now, typically he has his hood up, but this is without. He seems to be wearing fiery hair and a darker exterior. He has a bone arrow and launches arrows at extreme position, with each arrow delivering an explosive blast on contact. As you also just see, he also can teleport around through dispersing himself into flame and then reconstructing himself at a different location. Now, there is a good chance that he has improved his abilities or changed them in some aspect, as from what we know of the Archer is that he is a very sadistic person. During our escapades, we found a encampment where he seemed to collected an entire case full of eyeballs, which he seemed to have scooped out of individuals that he have kidnapped from the raids during our travels. He is also potentially the one that sent a few of the ghosts that ransacked and traumatized some of our students throughout the last and even this year. He is a priority target that should be very wary around and taken down if possible. But keep in mind, he is an archer and he is a sniper. He will strike from you from far away and make sure to get out of the way as soon as you get anywhere close to him. So our goal is to limit his transportation, corner him, and then once we, put him in a corner, to most likely bring him down for interrogation if possible, but end him if not possible. You can fire the arrow. For example.
He's still around like a chocolate fuck.
That direction? I was
So,
told not to kill him.
shoot fire?
No, he shoots fire in a sense.
Best you can do quickly is to take the weapon.
Now, I also would like to inform you that we have received information, slash intel, that last place he was saw was in Israel.
Yeah.
Can't confirm that as well. No. Bastards.
As long as he's alive, he's a weapon opportunity.
He's good.
So there is a good chance that he's still there now. Now, until we get information of where exactly, we can't exactly go looking for him right this second, but let it be known that as soon as we do have more information of whereabouts, we will be orchestrating a way to find and
Yeah, he's never worn shoes, I've noticed them.
nip this in the butt, so to say. Now, this is most likely not the only commander they have.
Possibly.
For information we did get from one of the commanders, the Gorgon, we're able to affirm that there is a bigger organization at large, and there are more commanders out there, although none of them have seemed to show their ugly heads as of yet. But
One, which got his
let it be known that the more information we'll gather, the more we'll be better equipped to end this threat once and for all.
Thinking about that.
Get out of here.
Train uncomfortable movement to walk around.
Any questions?
I see one hand over here.
You one thing I already have against them.
Okay, Hezekiah.
Against
I
them.
want to make sure that the next time this fucker shows up, I'm not going to be stopped from stabbing him clean through his back.
Like I said, interrogation would be nice, but no one will judge you if you stab him.
Understood.
First, need to figure out the failsafe first.
Yes.
Not the bandits.
Is shoot, fire, arrow only combat, or is more?
What do you mean, is more?
Can fight. Can you do more?
Can you do more than fire? He seems to be only a fire user. If he does have an element, he hasn't revealed it yet.
I believe, Professor, she is referring to does he have more combat capability?
That's what he
As I said before, most likely, although we do not know. This information is 8 months old after all. As of now, all we know is he fires arrows from extremely far range and can fire a multi-shot of arrows at the same time. The most we've seen is 3 in one location at the same time.
He's also a highly extremely skilled hand-to-hand attack.
He also can fire step. He can just disappear with fire and then appear later.
What?
Like, we've never
His
been able to get
behavior
too
is
close.
usually dipping in and taking part.
Yes, Cleo?
Back out. If that's in close range, if in long range, he'll use his ability to fire step to gain high ground and survey the entire battlefield.
Yes. Archer is another part of the group of do not engage alone.
You would think, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we should make sure to cover the bases.
fight first, ask questions later.
I'm aware.
The cult's motive is to capture and absorb the element of any person until they are dry like a raisin, leaving them to dead. Each commander is equipped with an artifact that seems to be able to absorb someone's mana cleanly. And I do not mean like taking water out of a cup. I mean removing the cup itself. If you are exposed to these artifacts for too long, you will have reduced mana permanently, as far as we are aware. From a commander we were able to capture and persuade a little bit before his throat was slit, not by us. It believes they are doing this to try to equal everyone. They have a fantasy to believe that they were able to remove mana from this entire world, then everyone will be on an equal playing field.
if they want to play hero, they're going to be an idiot. But we have to be clear.
Ignoring the basic fact that this world survives on mana, and without it, it would surely throw up and die.
You're following of them going to a fail state as well.
Yes.
Since once mana is removed from the equation, you only have automation. After automation takes over, then those who thrive in automation will have the lead. They'll be so far ahead of the other nations that there will be no
And besides, the last time we found out.
From a surface perspective, it perceives to be random. Do I believe it to be random? No. This cult seems to be more organized than we perceived and with a lot more working parts. At the very least, it seems to be going for easy targets in the beginning, but then it switched over to the hardest target by attacking Mythin directly. So, no, I do not believe them to be simply random. Also, to give into perspective of the artifacts we have seen, the Gorgon had a lantern that was able to absorb mana anyone within its vicinity when she raised it to the air instead of certain chant. While their partner, a local of Mythin, a satyr, used gas and sleeping gas to make people go to sleep and then absorb their mana while they dreamt the last dream forever. One was a lot more brazen, another was a lot more subtle. The last sighting was us giving information that the archer was seen in Israel. That is the last sighting last information, last sighting that anyone has gotten from them.
When we were at the tournament?
There has been rumors about Neptunia and their trading supply ships being disturbed and broken and gone without a trace very recently, but as far as we are aware, they are blaming that on pirates and sea creatures. So until we get more information, which we are looking into, can't pursue that knowledge, but keep that in mind as well. Yes, again. I do not.
Because they're fucking hypocrites.
Unless they all have their own motive for doing what they're doing, either be as a hypocrite or they're blind. Ignorance is bliss in most cases.
Yeah, or...
I believe it's an alloy mixed with mix of iron and steel.
Yeah, and following...
A mix.
People...
It seems that they purified the area's interior closer to the fire area, but they make sure to keep the mace and the fist iron.
Everything like that. She's a good weapon.
That's how you get people to listen. You just tell them a good enough lie and they'll follow you. Either that, or you make something that appeals to their wants and desires.
Charisma is a way to go if you're good at it.
Well, iron is a lot more effective than just angels. It's a very common pain.
That's also true.
Then it's just deduction.
I mean, if I hit you,
Say the right word, and you'll have them listening.
I'll tell you right now, you're going to feel
do the right thing, and they'll bark.
Yeah, but then I punch in the face 2 times faster. Cleo.
You think these people gotta get their goals, so most likely.
Good question. Cleo's question was if there was any reports prior to us getting involved of them. And the answer to them is no. Their first attack was the first attack that any of us really knew about them. This truly was a year that started year. Although my personal belief is this has been in the organization for many more years past our involvement. And our first involvement was when they decided to, well, let themselves be known to the world. Yes.
It didn't seem like a Gorgon patient.
Or be more bold, yes.
You know, a position like that, you're gonna have. That means.
Fuck, that's when we met the archer.
No. The Gorgon was not very keen on giving information of fear of one individual. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they named this one something like the father or the creator or something like that. We don't know anything about this individual, only that he's 100% definitely not human.
Yang yang.
Pretty much.
One is an
Yes, and he's extremely powerful.
yeah, good, then that means if one wanted to, the other follows. Where one goes,
Yes.
the other will follow to the ends of the earth.
Like a scale.
They'll remove one side and the other loses it.
Can't have one without the other.
Exactly.
And
And if it was Zirin Mitten and now
dangerous.
Yisrael, then who's not to say that it's going to be Yanshi, Serenity, Pandora next? Ivan even.
I fucking hate it when I do that. Jesus Christ.
Really everywhere.
Getting rid of a loose end is certainly not.
The Gorgon's death is her cursing over this person's name as she begins to start choking on a black ichor blood forming from somewhere inside her internal organs and then spewing out from all their orifices as she chokes on it.
They didn't say all the details about Jews. People have food in their stomachs.
The artifact was already broken by that point, smashed to pieces by Ironwood.
And the statue drop kicked?
Oh fuck, don't talk about the goddamn statue!
We're over the statue. I'm so beyond. Don't.
Any more questions?
Statue cake, okay, we don't talk about it.
We just can't have nice things. That's clearly what it is.
That's pretty much it!
I mean,
So how we learn about Ironwood?
Most likely. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past it. One feels safe, one not the others.
Currently, we do not know how this individual was able to potentially extrude their will and or magic in order to kill this person. So we can't put too many regulations to something that we clearly don't have any more information. But now that we know it's possible, at the very least, we can plan around them trying to not give us information that this father doesn't want. And if it does happen, we could pay a better mind of seeing how it happens to prevent it for future causes. I was not. I was busy dealing with other students at the time while the interview was conducted by Fontaine, Copperbeard, and Ironwood.
You good still?
I did not for I was not there. No, he's saying how I can spit my eyes everywhere. You see him multiple times.
Weirdo.
I was aware that a foreign power was doing something, but I wasn't there to physically see it. I believe some of you described it as a very cloaked figure with beating white eyes in it. Beating black eyes.
Sounds about right.
I was trying to keep your involvement to a minimum, but okay, one turn.
I do not care about being involved. I'm a student council head. It's my job to be involved.
You're
You got a point there.
Don't interrupt the professor when he's teaching. You're not the professor. Stay your ground.
Okay. Any more questions before I dismiss everybody? This academy safety is well in hand. If they wanted to attack us, they would have done directly. Nobody knows where we are.
Can attract teleportation.
Yes, Sven?
Good.
I'll tell you later. This conversation I had with the Golden.
Got it.
I think I can answer this one.
Go ahead.
From what I've been able to gather, and if my theory follows and may be true, from what I suspect is they recruit from vulnerable individuals. The Gorgon, one of their leaders, I suspect to have not had the best life. Well, if I remember correctly, something or other, something suffering, and the father became involved. As soon as the father gets involved, yes, exactly. Dreamweaver was that, and something was keeping them separate. Something happened to both of them. A traumatic event or a low point in their life that allowed the father to manipulate them and to become extremely loyal to him.
Basically a common story of cultists using very vulnerable people in their life to convince them of whatever they believe in.
Unless the psychopaths.
Yes.
Correct will accomplish.
Oh, I hate that sound.
Yes. We currently have his artifact intact and stored within the artifact room, which many of you don't know the location of for good reason.
Why would you mention it?
And it is being kept there for not only safety purposes, but also studying purposes. If we can figure out how these individuals are making these artifacts, then we can understand how to stop them. Or better yet, how to possibly even revert these artifacts. The artifact... Did the Gorgon indicate how to contain the artifact? Oh, gifts from the father.
Made somewhere in a workshop and
basically. They make it sound more like the holy gifted down a blessing. Okay.
Yeah, Shepard.
I believe that concludes this lesson. If you have anyone has any more questions, you can ask me afterwards. And again, if you need to want to examine the dolls at a better thing, or even fight them, please just ask me. Besides that, class is dismissed.
You sure if you want to say talk to me, Gear, about what you say?
Over here, please.
You say, yeah, I couldn't hear what you was talking.
We were dismissed.
I was gonna say. I believe so, yes. I was gonna say some stupid shit saying the beat didn't go
Hi.
off. Which one?
The first
No.
one.
Over here, so we not disturb the others.
Mildly close. Too close. Orange hair like mine.
Come here, please. This was the symbol at the house. Say hurry. This was the symbol at my house.
How do I feel?
Understood.
Did you catch on in the info of
Professor.
the last on the last one?
Not only do they have daddy issues, they look like K-pop fans. Okay.
What did you say?
Nothing. I'm rambling. Don't mind me. I'm just a stupid old dwarf. Is this what the fuck we're fighting?
That's what you're insulting. Okay. Be mindful of what you say, please. Thank you, Professor. You can change back. Fuck.
Any more you guys want to see?
The last one again.
Okay, that time you were warned.
Look, I didn't expect it. You change back
The last one.
every fucking time around to
It's
get at
not
least
your
one feather in
fault.
his fucking mouth. Ugh.
It's not his fault you're a dumbass. Anyway.
What the fuck?
Ah. Amaris.
Orange eyes. Fiery hair. Longbow. Great distance. Cloak. No logo.
Sorry.
Oh, you're okay.
Thank you, Virtues.
I wonder if being barefoot is just a preference or if they actually have, like, some sort of tremor sense, possibly.
Having bare feet provides advantage to having absolute full control over your field. From climbing trees, buildings. Not very good on the floor, though.
Any more?
I was just gonna ask if I could see the symbols they wear on any of the constructs or puppets.
I'll join the commander. It has the most obvious one in the back.
an easier way to communicate with no.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to jot down my notebook real quick.
Certain ways of its colors and all.
One for each element?
It's like a dead giveaway. Yep. Each one's kind of like a crystal. Same way with mana crystals. All have into a magic circle.
Awesome. Was it the
I don't know.
dream
Curious what it'd be like to
spoke
hit
of
by one.
last week?
Don't know why.
The one haunting
I'm gonna do everything in my power to not get it.
I'm a vanguard. I have to want to take kids anyways.
Apologies. It is hard to hear you.
Oh, wait, there he is.
I am hearing Viviana very loudly suddenly.
Yeah, that is true.
Apologies.
I should be able to hear you.
Yes.
The symbol is somewhat familiar to me. Given what this group is doing, I believe they may have caused troubles for my order.
The Dreamweaver was responsible for the attacks.
We're talking about the two fox people we're gonna fight earlier today. And it finally boiled over. Kyo was saying something about them being territorial or some shit.
This is a school.
Not my problem. I don't know, I think it's ridiculous.
None of this is your territory. Understood?
This might be for the first part of their training.
You have 5 minutes.
They're fighting over something that doesn't belong to them. Ridiculous.
Two beastkin who are, well, one, two.
You said they were fighting over something that didn't belong to them, right?
We're not saying it makes sense, but we are saying
They came later than not.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I said don't worry about it. That means the new people are on the equal.
Wouldn't the shards just
footing
like
as
still
we
be
are.
in your body? Like I don't understand your logic.
Abby. Good. I thought you did. They are human.
We should probably get into that leadership class that's next. I think I specifically got to take that. Sayori was already wanting to get me on leadership stuff, so I mean, if that's in the classroom, is it gonna? I'm gonna go find out.
Now that I'm all cooled off, I can take them.
Hello, Rupert.
Hello, David.
Hey, Rupert.
Hello, Stone.
I have some time to talk to you, but I'm busy. Apparently, I gotta do something.
Very well. Astro. Chemistry. Herbology. I'll take the languages, just in case. Find. Charms. Dark arts. Forbidden history. Let's see. Familiars. Mysterium. So I did get the correct area. Languages. And Magitech. I shall bring these back to my dorm. Abby, what do you know about runes? Nothing. Abby, were you crafted with a rune in mind? A little bit. How much is a little? But you cannot say. This is classified information. Oh, you literally can't say. The one who created you wanted to keep their secrets a secret, it seems. Well, in the meantime, we'll keep the books here. Study later. Need to finish building the armor. No, I'm not replacing you. You are yourself made of armor. But I cannot wear you. That's not how that works. But at the same time, I do need my protection. My skin can reduce penetration, but it won't reduce entirely. I'm gonna need thicker skin. Yes, of course.
They don't look the same. The other one had a lantern and trails, whereas one had a goddamn dream catcher. So there has to be something that's
Yes,
off.
sir, I'm gonna see it.
We have about that? Yes.
Yep.
My idea depends on two.
I seen you cut on with the lesson mule.
Hello.
Attention everyone, the strategies and formation training will be happening soon. Once again, it is not mandatory unless you want to learn about that. Maybe. Abby, why are you curious about my life now? You used to not be so keen about my choices. I feed the flowers because I help them. Maybe it is. I do. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. After all, I've talked to Yuki more than I have talked to Sabriel. I don't know, Abby. I wouldn't know anyways. Maybe one day I'll find out. My feelings remain the same. Interested, cautious.
What is left? The left and right arm as well as the legs. No. That's the shape that I wanted. That'll do. Need nails. It's a fucking box. Look. Fucking boxes flipped on its side. Piece by piece. shoulder pads. On this left is some of the cloth, and that's it. He swats back into his other mouth. If nothing else happens, I'm gonna bow out early. It's fucking hot as shit in my room. And me just doing tasks that I have to come up with myself. It's kind of like, not lackluster, but like, I need to do something and I can't think of anything else to do. What was I saying? But I'm not gonna boil. I'll just do nothing.
Taking a walk.
I just came back from the forge. You.
Just looking for someone. Found them. You should talk. Wherever you want to go, I suppose. I will be once I get him out my fucking head.
You know what? I believe you. We haven't. Where do we go? Over there. This is fucking hard to do, not gonna lie. Sit down. Oh my god. Okay, fuck's sake. Hey. Alright, now he's meditating. This is gonna be a fucking... This ain't gonna be that interesting. I'm still so proud of this part. I didn't make it fully, but like, I'm glad I put it together the way I did. Probably got away with funny stuff. Oh, yeah. The commander. Subordinates. And that last one. It was right. It almost does. Human. How can a human attain so much power? are you? Not a striking resemblance, but a resemblance nonetheless. And the markings back. The same one that I saw. We have a lead. I have a sneaking suspicion. Last one. Someone did. Indeed. Took fun. Unforgivable. Very, very unforgivable. I shall ask more, men. Had I heard not, capabilities of draining one's mana. It's probably what was used to kill his father. Artifact. Very well. Main is so I'm sitting down. I'm already comfortable. That's bad. Very comfortable on the ground right now.
Rupert, hate to interrupt whatever you're doing, but Hezekiah asked me to ask all Vanguard members if you'd be willing to do one-on-one sparring sessions in that private room once a week.
Very well. Sure. Do they need me now?
Mel went? No, I don't think he needs us now. He just told me to get the rest of our crew. Is Mel still here?
The last I saw her, she was sitting on the bench during the initial teaching.
Yeah, I saw her and then she just upped and fucking poofed, so...
I don't know where she is.
I want it to be known I fucking hate chasing her down. Okay. Alright. We'll find everybody else in the joint classes.
My legs. Fuck's sake.
Big open field, you don't want to be bunched up.
Exactly. And if there's nothing known on the enemies, assume they have something to get you all bunched up like that.
Oh yeah, well if we're in enemy territory, probably a diamond, yeah. Hmm? You need some help there, buddy?
I'm fine.
Yeah, saw you kind of walking over here on fire, and I just wanted to make sure if you was okay and all that.
I've not been able to
if you
turn
say-
it off lately. So I have to find alternative means.
I was just kind of going wild right now, huh?
It seems.
I see.
There's nothing much I can
Gotta
do
go
about it.
work in, Well, I mean, I got some stuff to deal with, but if you need a training buddy or something to work out some of that heat, I've been more than willing.
Training has been more or less at a standstill as of late because of me not being able to turn it off.
But like, expending it wouldn't do nothing. Like going a little hard and trying to use it.
I'm afraid that even if I do, it might stay on. And I'll eventually go tired and not have energy entirely. I'm trying to avoid that until I can figure out what's going on.
Right. Well, I'm not the smartest guy in the neighborhood when it comes to stuff like that, but I figure if you talk to a bunch of people, you probably figure out something, you know?
Potentially.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah. But I just wanted to check in with you and just make sure you was alright. If you say you're good, then I'm gonna leave it at that.
Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
Always. Hey, we're teammates, right?
Right.
Gotta make sure we look out for each other. At least, well, we're allowed to, you know?
As much as we can.
Well, if you're good, then I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
Accounts for those of us who can fly.
There are some. The aerial combat is very similar in their formations, but they're also going to eliminate a few of the other ones, such as this one right here, a diamond. It can be performed, yes, but it's not going to be effective.
Abby, I have a question for you. Why is it when I train, you're very heavy, but during the tournament, you're light? You're not gonna make this easy on me. Abby, why are you so... We need to fix this. Because even as I power up, you still have way too. Destroy us. I can carry you like a bag, but I can't hold you in my hands. Very well. We'll just leave that at that. I have... It's true, I'm close to my item. Not that close, it's fine. I'm nothing without my form, and I can't use it because I keep it. The fire stays on for too long. Useless. God, there's no point in this. Very well. I'll just go to my reading. I think I'm breaking out. The heat's actually making me break out, I think. Oh my god. The humidity. The irony of me playing the hot character, quote unquote, hot character, with like literally heat, and then it being hot in my room is crazy. I'm dying. Lord. But for what I can tell, I think I can safely leave. 'Cause I don't think there's anything Vanguard related, and nobody really needs to prepare for anything nowadays. So I think I can just dip out and think, yeah, Arrow comes first anyways. Let me fucking not be heated up right now. Pun intended. Oh, here. Alright, let's have some conversation then. Oh wait, I just realized. So that's I had to talk to that guy. Fuck. Never mind.
Alright. He's gonna pull out a book. Yes, for showing them. I don't care if it's called fan fiction and no one's supposed to see. You can write a little bit.
What?
They ship a lot of people in this school.
I'm leaving.
Did you need your weapons tuned up or something?
No, it's fine. I work on my own things anyway. What'd you say, David?
Understood.
I'm saying hello, Rupert. Goodbye, Rupert, apparently,
Hello.
since you wanted to leave.
Hello and goodbye.
This is how I learned that I was not insane. They're gonna start picking up a pencil and writing. They replied to people with paper and pen. Like it was their own sentient thing. I could set them down and
Okay, well, I thought that was the thing. Hey, where's Hezekiah? I need to find him. The sword is clipping into my eyes. Oh my god. What the fuck? Don't do that, right? Okay, so everyone's in the field.
Who's actually willing to talk.
Hello.
I don't like
Hello,
telling
Robert.
people who they can. Hello, Rupert. I'm never going to tell anyone who they can and can't be friends with, but unfortunately, Blitz burnt my bridge. I'll work with them, sure, but I don't fucking like them.
Any of you know where Hezekiah is?
Probably over there.
Yeah, last saw him over there, but
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Hezekiah walked out last time I saw him. Or walked up. Oh, I don't know where he went.
Then my search continues, but I'll look there first.
Of course.
he sounds like the protagonist of a book.
Actual strategy, it is going to be which commander can outsmart the other one? Who has the better info? Who has the better
Who
troops?
has the terrain? Who has the better terrain?
understanding of their troops?
Exactly.
Truth be told, I arrived near the end of the whole thing. I was.
Where'd it go? Where's Hezekiah? This could be anywhere. Where's he usually chill at? Is he in the library? If I cannot find this man soon, I'm gonna fucking... Ugh. And nobody's there. I wouldn't do that around people. It's this fast route. I'm not gonna fucking RP walk by myself all the way through to school. The last place to check is down here. Ain't shit. Fuck. Man, respawn. But what the? Oh my god. Brother! I was looking for you. Oh well. Hezekiah. Hezekiah. Hello. I heard something about gathering all vanguards together for a thing. I'm not entirely sure.
It was. I feel like this game of Messenger has failed horribly. What exactly did you hear, and who did you hear it from?
The one with the horns. I forgot his name.
Koa.
Yes.
What did he tell you?
That Hezekiah is organizing something. Apologies, the exact phrase escaped me. So I came to you just to make sure what the information I got.
What I wish to do is night sparring sessions.
Sparring.
What will happen is, using the Vanguard room, we will have 1v1s in order to assess the skills of those of our fellow Vanguard members and help edify and help each one another grow.
Right.
I figured the best way to do this, since a lot of the Vanguard have already been introduced to each other in a previous meeting, is to fight each other, literally. We're not going to go and try to kill each other, but it also makes sure that
if I could have all
we are
the
overseeing.
Centurions meet me over at the main arena, please and thank you.
I'll never
You're in my head. Get out of my head.
So, you said, is this happening today, or is this happening in the future?
Want this to first be gauged to see how many are interested.
Right.
Then we will go forward, because there may be things that people already have planned. I do not wish to deter people from what has already been established.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
I understand. Yes. I just wanted to make sure the information was correct. I better get it from the source.
It is. It is. I am setting up what would be that of, well, I guess you could call it group bonding.
But physical.
Yes.
Very well. You can gauge my interest, but I will not be able to do anything today otherwise. I fourth dimensionally think I should not overheat. It's very, very hot right now.
What I will then say is that you have decided that you are interested. Yes?
Yes.
Very well. I will mark your name down as interested, and going forward, most likely next week or week after, we'll start doing the nightly sessions.
Understood. And you said in the room, not outside.
Yes. Yes. This is a Vanguard-related exercise. I do not wish to bring in those outside of Vanguard. I wish for Vanguard to be able to get closer to one another, to be able to pull from one another. Right now, we are too far spread apart. We are on our own agendas. We are all on our own accord.
Do let me know if you
have
help.
Vanguard familiarize themselves. I will. I'm also in the works of looking for that of a second. Someone who can help do things when I am not able to, as I am also running errands for virtues every now and again. So, I am assessing that of the entirety of Vanguard to see who would be fit for the role.
I understand. Don't know. Thinking ahead of time, not sure how much I could contribute, but if need be, I'll be happy to do anything you need me to.
Understood.
Otherwise.
Very well. This is all.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Robert.
Have a good night.
You as well.
You're the Abbey. Behave yourself during these sessions. I'll use you less. I shall stay in the forge. Unless I want to see this thing to its full completion. It's the only place it can be.
How you interact with people.
That's fair.
I'm not stupid.
Of course you're not stupid. That's why I talk to you.
I feel that I come
Things that you like, that you
That's-
want to know.
I come across you too. I'm letting you know I'll be in the forge. If anybody asks, that's where I am. Otherwise, good night.
Have fun, Forge Man. Do your forge things your forge way.
See you, Rupert.
Rupert's in the forge. Cheers, boys. Sorry. Slam and strawberry. What is going on? Fucking this guy on TikTok is just like trying random like shit. Big chew bubblegum, and then one of his other videos is like, this one is slamming strawberry, and then he finally eats it and he says, cheers, boys. I don't know. His voice is fucking amazing. He has a good pitch tone though. Anyways, I gotta stop rambling and get my ass off this fucking game because I think I'm slowly becoming delirious. Well, not delirious, but like, oh, it's hot in here. But y'all stay safe, don't anything stupid, and I'll see you guys next stream. I know this one's a bit early, but just stay tuned for next time. Ain't nothing happening right now. Bye-bye. Take care.